That's when the last polls are scheduled to close in Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. A total of 60 electoral
Welcome back. All right. Welcome back. Who am I welcoming back? TV's always been here with me.
Georgia is the key battleground in the hour ahead. It could give us an early sense of how
All right.
is going. If Joe Biden
I'm welcoming you back.
Georgia blue, or
Lonely Wanderer.
We meet again. 4 years ago. Jake, Georgia is competitive for the first time in decades. That's right, Wolf, and we're watching.
Thank goodness. They needed to be competitive. Like me going for a win.
In Norcross, Georgia, and suburban Atlanta, but we're told voting
that season has ended.
In at least 2 Georgia counties. Right now, let's check in with our reporters covering
campaigns.
Jeff Zeleny. It is crunch time.
It wasn't pretty. Big rap.
Jake, there is no question about that. Joe Biden right now at this hour is at his home here in Wilmington, surrounded by his family, getting ready to watch these
too graphic for you too.
I'm told by a friend that he is taking in the weight of all of this. Jake, we should point out now, before the returns come in, that he would be the oldest president ever elected if he should win tonight. And it wraps a career starting out his presidential campaign run. This is his third run. He ran the first time in the 1988 campaign. He was the youngest candidate. So throughout the day, he's been steeped in nostalgia, starting it with a visit to his son Beau's grave here just outside of Wilmington, as well as the grave of his late wife and baby daughter. That has become a central part of his narrative as he has campaigned for president. He moved on to his boyhood home in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Let's move on.
Things have been much better today. We only have a handful of precincts in a few counties that are being requested to stay open later because of slow starts today. We were able to, through Fair Fight and other organizations, to get out good information when we knew there were problems. But I will say that a lot of the changes that we see in 2020 came about because of the litigation that we filed in 2018, because of the work we've been doing through Fair Fight and others to expand access to polling locations, to make certain that counties were given the poll books they needed, to ensure that we had early voting locations expanded, and we had drop boxes. That's a lot of the work that Fair Fight's been focused on for the last 2 years, and we are seeing some of the results tonight.
Let me just ask you, Stacey, I know that what you're talking about is voting rights and voter enfranchisement and making sure that people can participate in the democratic process the way the Constitution envisions. I also just want to ask you about what you are expecting tonight in terms of outcomes. You guys have in Georgia those 2 incredibly crucial and interesting and complex Senate races, in addition to a hard-fought presidential campaign. After all you've seen and all your experience, what do you think is going to happen at the end of the night in Georgia?
Look, I don't do predictions. If I did, I'd spend my time in Las Vegas, not in politics.
Should be on YouTube.
We had extraordinary turnout during early voting. We have a strong set of numbers heading into tonight. And look, I'd rather be Democrats than Republicans in Georgia tonight.
I hear you.
Stacey
Abrams, founder of Fair Fight Action, co-founder of Southern Economic Advancement Project. Ms. Abrams, it is always great to have you here. Thank you so much for making time.
Thank you.
All right, we are, of course, approaching the top of the hour, about 7 minutes away from 7 p.m. on the East Coast. Polls are about to close in some key states, including Georgia and Virginia and South Carolina. We've got a look at the newest results coming in just ahead. Stay with us.
Every morning at 4:30, you hear the cooks hop on the floor. It's hard times in the mill, hard times in the mill. Every morning,
no, I know, like seriously, like no matter how long you're putting 3 sets like it's a real TV show or something on TV.
When you're through with powering through,
like really,
it's time for therapy.
It means that much to you. Someone sees a few second ad and you're pretty much like, what? God.
Hot beats cold.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness.
My psoriasis. Cosentyx works on all of it.
Cosentyx can help you look and be calm.
All right, David Chalian, fascinating. Thanks so much. And we are waiting for, at the top of the hour, some key Florida counties are going to start reporting actual votes. Florida, obviously, hotly contested. As the former senator and current senator, former Governor Rick Scott said to me on Sunday, it is a 50-50 state, and it's just a matter of who gets their vote.
All right, let's stick here, right? Look here. We got a corner of these there.
the road or hitting the trail. You can keep on multi-snacking. New Planters Poppin' 4. Stay satisfied.
Alright. I'm getting low on inspiration here. It's like
I had this $100,000 in debt.
$225,000.
respond in the comments below. Like,
It was the easiest application
you mean
process.
it. Alright, yeah. Because this is the place for better.
Don't have to take over for the rest of your life. Thank you for allowing me to get my money right.
Alright.
Hiring is challenging, especially for key roles.
Wow.
Finding the right people is a very difficult task.
I ain't one of the
Find
worst.
the best people for the job. They sent my jobs to the top job sites and found people with the right skills and experience. We've hired
I deleted that
to project managers
based
to
on my standards. You probably still would have looked. I know that crossed my mind that I was
Rated the #1
deleting,
hiring
like,
site. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/.
I know you wouldn't believe the goodness I did delete just to get rid of one mishap or something. You know what I mean? Like, I had the whole season all done. I was in first and everything. You know what I mean? I was like, and the whole thing just, you wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Wasn't pretty.
5 years ago, I told you.
I'm fortunate to be able to record this right now. Yeah. Gotta stay in control.
Yes. Are you still
See?
sleeping on that top? Did you memory foam
Alright.
mattress or did you take
See,
my
they're
advice?
sweet.
Try the
You
only
know what I
mattress with the
mean?
purple grid. Because the purple grid inside the purple mattress isn't like all those other mattresses. It's
Appreciate
the same memory foam, which is sweltering and green. Remembers things, apparently. So stop fighting science and get a purple mattress so you can start sleeping.
I remember
I think
things.
it's helpful to keep a sort of wide frame of understanding in terms of how all these things fit together. Because these crises
I
are not
remember
unrelated,
everything.
and they interlock in ways that are at times mutually destructive.
Introducing the MSNBC Daily, featuring written perspectives by experts you know and trust.
That's why I'm always,
The stories that matter most. Check out the
because
MSNBC
everyone
Daily today at MSNBC.com.
want to make some music together. Let's rock. Let's not.
We are sneaking up on 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. We're about to get our first full state poll closings in
Sneaking
Georgia,
up.
South Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, Vermont. We just have a couple minutes here. What are you guys watching for?
I'm still in Florida. I'm just getting texts from both phones,
She's
and
excited.
everyone feels exactly the same way. Toss up. I can't get anyone to even take a guess what's going to happen. Pure toss up.
So you're talking to Stacey Abrams. First of all, nationally, she gets so much credit for what she's done in that state. And as you guys were talking, I kind of looked at you and I said, I heard something about Georgia from one campaign. Which one was
I
it?
wish
Oh,
the
it was Biden
VCR
campaign. They're
were.
feeling good about where things stand in Georgia yesterday and today. So they're keeping an eye on Georgia, too. So between Georgia and Florida, it sounds like what we are hearing anecdotally is that both campaigns think that Florida's a toss-up.
Yeah.
That the Biden campaign may be more optimistic about Georgia than they are letting on. I reported Sunday night, yeah, that the Biden campaign was feeling more optimistic about North Carolina and Georgia than Florida. Now, I think Florida may have tightened a little bit, as they said. They sent Obama there yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think there is a lot of fluidity in where things landed these final 48
There's some
hours.
weird stuff. I was just hearing also that there are a lot of new voters, lots of
Weird
new
stuff, huh?
American voters. The Caribbean American community
Bears
is more
and stuff
Democratic
is
and
what I.
actually registered more
I don't give a
Democrats than as Republicans, and the turnout
About
among
anything
Democratic
weird.
Caribbean American voters.
I don't
seems to be
deal with
higher than
that, you know what I mean? I deal with
So that's
reality.
a tiny pocket, right?
That's why I make such a good
In
leader.
the first place.
Very hard.
It's so complex, and then this year with early voting
Yeah.
changing and the overall voter turnout numbers being so magnificent, it's going to be really hard to extrapolate from any previous
But can I
experience.
just say, and you talked to Stacey, even if Democrats don't carry Georgia and North Carolina and Texas, the investments that they have made are long-term harbingers of doom for Republicans because they are activating voters who will remain as Democrats, and they're younger, they're of color, and they ain't going back. And Republicans would have to completely alter their entire carbon makeup to make them ever come to
Well,
that.
and to that end, the fact that we're not talking about Virginia with a lot of suspense tonight is the product of Democrats having made that kind of investment investment in Virginia over the past decade. And now we are where we are with Virginia.
Rachel, like you're looking for suspense tonight. That's exactly what we have to deliver people as we come up to the top of our first hour of returns. That would be 7 o'clock Eastern time. The first list.
I'm looking for the same thing I've always been looking
at 7
for.
p.m. These are
And that's
all
not
NBC News
a two-bit
projections. Georgia, too
She's
early to call.
worth at least
Indiana, as expected, we are projecting Donald Trump as the projected
Yes,
winner
me.
there. Virginia, too early to call, though Biden is leading. In Kentucky, too
She's
early
like
to call
super
at
sweet.
this hour. South Carolina,
Where was she?
too early.
I miss her internally.
Vermont, up in New England, too early.
My
to
love
call.
for her is
Here is
burning
the
me.
long and arduous
The
road to
desire, the
270
fire.
electoral votes. Again, one state
What
awarded,
the?
as expected, it went
What
to
you
the
talking
incumbent
about,
president.
Saya?
To the Senate races we're watching in the battle.
To the
especially.
races.
Georgia Senate, too early to call. That's the special election in the Ossoff-Purdue race. Georgia Senate
All right.
number 2, we'll call it. Too early to call between Ossoff and Purdue. South Carolina.
To the NASCAR
Lindsey Graham's
race.
bid to stay alive. Too early to call.
For the
Virginia.
rally race.
Warner leading the race, but officially we have it as too early. Kentucky, Mitch McConnell's bid
I
for
want
re-election.
to continue using my
Early.
talent.
Senate at this hour, and we're going to return to this all night long.
You should have seen when I was into
Democrats
it.
have
I
to
know.
regain
Really.
control.
It's
of
been
the
a while
chamber.
since I did play, unfortunately.
Steve Kornacki, what have we learned thus far?
Well, Brian, I'm literally just eyeing this screen.
I
because
should
want
get
to tell
back
you what's
into
about
it.
to
I
happen,
should
what we're
tape it
expecting
too
about
so you
to
can see
happen
the
in
improvement.
Florida. Now, the polls are not closed in Florida. The Panhandle is in the Central Time Zone. They're going to stay open.
I'm
for the next
talking
hour, but the
today.
rest of Florida is closing right now. And what Florida does is here we go.
Right.
Let's take a look. We got our first one. Lee County. You just got about 80% of the vote in Lee County, Florida. Donald Trump with 57%, Biden with 42%. What are we looking at? We are looking at the early vote and the vote by mail. That gets reported in all of these counties very quickly after poll.
But Rick is right. When you think about Kentucky, the thing there has to do with the Senate and Mitch McConnell, and I think that's one of the big questions tonight is do Democrats pick up the seats they need to take the Senate, which would be 3 or 4 depending on who takes the presidency.
So, Rick, we want to check in with both of the campaigns, our reporters there. But before we do that, I want to make one point that I think is terribly important, which is we all need to be patient tonight as these projections come in. Because as you know so well, over 100 million Americans voted early. There are a lot of absentee ballots to be counted. It's going to take some time to do that. It's entirely possible we will not
I
have
got
a
one
definitive
other
answer
the
tonight.
same way.
Yeah, tonight in some of these key states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, it's going to take them a while to count these
Brush the
ballots.
wall.
And if it's a close race, we
They
really
get
won't
a
know
critical
until
for smashing
Thursday or Friday of this week
head first
when the states
into
actually go around to certify these elections. So
barriers,
right now,
ran
too early to
over
tell.
by
We're going to be patient.
another
We've got a
car.
lot of votes to count. And if it's a blowout either way, it's not going to matter much. We're going to figure that out. But if it's a close race, we're going to be careful about what we
I'm
call
just
and when we call
kidding.
it.
Okay, one more here, Jeannie. We have both CNN and NBC now projecting that President Trump will win the state of Indiana, Mike Pence's home state. Not a big surprise.
Not a big surprise there, but Indiana is a state I was particularly interested in. We knew he was going to win. I think the question is, how much does he win by? Because we want to see where those Obama-Trump voters ended up. Did we see any
big
sort
surprise
of movement?
there,
If we
huh?
see a closing of a state like
Ready to
Indiana or
pounce
Kentucky,
like they could actually
where
do
Biden is
something.
closer than we suspect he might be, that may be a small indication as to what's to come later in the night. But the fact that the president won both Kentucky and Indiana and Joe Biden took Vermont, not a big surprise at all in and of itself.
And once again, both Jeannie Zaino and Rick Davis will be with us throughout the evening. And throughout the night, we're also going to be checking in on the Trump and Biden campaigns. And we begin with our Bloomberg White House correspondent who's following President Trump's campaign, is Mario Parker. So, Mario, give us a sense of the state of the Trump campaign tonight.
Well, the Trump campaign is at least publicly displaying confidence and optimism that they still have a shot. They're hoping that lightning could strike twice. The polls aren't in their favor, but the polls weren't in their favor in 2016 either. So they're hoping that they can have a repeat performance.
As a practical matter, the president's going to be at the White House with, as I understand it, 400 of his closest friends, more or less. Do we expect to hear from the president, or does it depend on what the results are?
Yeah, it depends on what the results are.
I'd be there with like none of them.
Is pretty media accessible, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did hear from him. But right now, there are no plans to address the nation.
So, Murray, as you suggest, the president has been confident in his expressions over the last 48 hours, 72 hours, saying he thinks he's going to win. And one of the things he said today, as I recall, is when he went over to Arlington to the RNC headquarters, he said he's not worked on a concession speech yet. Do we expect him to concede into the fact there's a projection against
We're just going to
Well, he also said that he doesn't expect he hasn't put together a concession speech nor a victory speech. So you can read into that what you will. Of course, for a few months now, he's been kind of flirting with the idea of not conceding, but he also did that in 2016. That's important to remember as well. So we really don't know. We do know that, as he mentioned at the campaign headquarters today as well, that he doesn't take losing lightly. So we do expect him to put up a fight.
Okay, thank you so much, Mario Parker. We're going to be checking in with Mario throughout the evening for the Trump version. In the meantime, let's go over to the Biden campaign. Then that's Emily Wilkins, who's with the Biden campaign at their headquarters. Emily, what's going on with the Biden campaign?
Well, Biden spent the first part of today in Scranton, Pennsylvania, then to Philadelphia, then here to Wilmington, Delaware. We don't know if Biden's going to be addressing the nation tonight. He said that he'll come out and say something if he has something to say. At this point, we're keeping an eye on the states and following along with you guys back in the studio.
Well, we've got a long election to make our way through here, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. At the same time, one of the big questions in this election is the regulation of the economy, where these two individuals, Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden, would take the economy. Give us some glimpse, if you can, into who's advising the former Vice President Biden on his economic policies.
So Biden is considered a moderate Democrat, but when you look at his economic advisors, it's really a combination of moderates and progressives. You see a number of names that were there in the Obama and Clinton administrations. Biden has also been talking with former federal chairwoman Janet Yellen. But the interesting thing is a number of those people were there for the 2008 recession and recovery. And progressives have said that that recovery benefited big banks, big companies, and left the American worker behind. They've asked Biden to consider more progressive economic policies if he becomes president to guide Americans out of the current economic rut. One individual he's been talking to a bit is Heather Boushey, CEO, Washington Center for Equitable Growth. She's been advising to reduce economic inequalities, benefit poor and middle-class Americans to boost the economy in a whole.
Okay, Emily, thank you so much. Again, we're going to be checking back in with Emily in Wilmington, Delaware at Biden headquarters. And throughout the evening, we're going to be bringing you the election results as they come in. But here at Bloomberg, we will also be focusing in particular on what this election could mean for the economy and for business. For a diagnosis of the economy as it stands now and a prescription for what it needs next, we welcome now special contributor Larry Summers of Harvard. Larry served, of course, President Clinton as Secretary of the Treasury and President Obama as the Director of the National Economic Council. Larry, thank you so much for being with us. Before we get to what comes next, where do you think the economy stands right now? On the one hand, it seems to be recovering some, but maybe not as fast as some might like.
I think it's recovered faster over the last 3 months than many people expected. But I think we're headed into a difficult patch. We're headed into a difficult patch because the medical situation's looking far worse than people would have guessed 6 weeks ago.
I'm just looking here to see if anything else has come in. Continue to monitor this. Again, I expect the next half hour, 45 minutes, this thing is going to be lighting up, Rachel.
Well, Steve, I'm going to ask you to do something I think that's a little bit unfair for me to ask, but it's second-order math. As we have been talking about, we have been studying, we have been preparing our audience for, and as you just described, the advanced voters, the absentee ballots, the mail-in ballots, the ballots that we're getting first, were expected to skew Democratic. The day of votes, people voting today, that's expected to skew Republican and toward Trump. Given that expectation, can you tell already from these votes that are coming in that are, again, absentee and mail-in ballots, if they are matching expectations in terms of how well Biden expected to do with those voters?
Well, again, I'm interested in this one here because this is where St. Petersburg is. And, you know, we have a little tool here I want to check. Again, this indicates we're looking here at the vote that we have yet to come here. We're looking at about 150,000 yet to come. This one is interesting because if Joe Biden, this is a pretty substantial, about 6.5-point improvement over Hillary Clinton here. And again, if Biden lands at 50 in Pinellas County. That's good news for him. So there is, I think, a little bit of a pad here potentially for Biden as this starts to come in. Again, Pasco County, if you're the Trump campaign, where you're trying to get this up to here, is 59%. He's not far off that. If you take a look up at Citrus County, you're looking at needing to get up 1 point there. So, you know, for the Trump campaign in like a Citrus County, that's not a bad place to be. For the Biden campaign, they might like to see what they're looking at in Pinellas County, and we're just going to continue to look here as this vote comes in.
This is going to be fascinating to watch these votes race in over the next half an hour, even as we're getting more poll closings both in the middle of this hour and at the top of the next. Brent.
Steve, just yell and wave your arms, usual drill, if you got stuff that we need to come to you for. Michael Steele, former chairman of the Republican Party, former lieutenant governor of the state of Maryland, these days affiliated with the Lincoln Project, standing by. And Michael, I know you've been watching and listening, and you wanted to get on the board based on what you're seeing thus far in Florida for the sake of our viewers.
The important thing that I think to note that Steve pointed out is the level of
and then everybody gangs up on you and elect.
So there are positions.
Yeah, you have your corners who play on the two sides. They're more of your strategic players. They're there to protect your team and to snipe out the other team. And they are the ones who are going to be closest to the line. And then everyone else in the middle does whatever. I don't know. I'm not one of them.
I would be bad at both these sports. It just occurred. You can play on our team anytime.
Yeah, we'll teach you.
Really? Will you take me on your team too?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be a double spy. Good. Here we go. It's going to be on Don to start. Don, you ready?
I'm ready.
Not me, if I did, everybody
There always
dies.
seems to be a blank. Like it's always in a town.
If I'm a double spy, everybody dies.
Magician. Ventriloquist. Dancer.
If you are, you dead.
Jumping jacks.
Clown? Gymnast?
Juggler. Contortionist.
Creator.
Chopper.
Characterist?
Charmer.
Clapper.
Crowd pleaser.
Crazy parent?
Child.
Wow, very close. Man, oh man.
I shouldn't have been
You
told.
almost ran that board.
Could have
That would
been
have
a
been two in a
scene,
row. I'm not sure we
a
would have ever seen
circus.
that on this show. That was really incredible. Don, MVP on that round.
Not really thinking of circus.
Way to go.
See,
The rest of what you had would be a very interesting talent show. It starts with jumping jacks, a real crowd pleaser, as he said, and then a charmer. I guess that's for a snake or something like that. Is that what you were thinking, Timothy, when you said? You weren't thinking at all when you said that. And no, not at all. And then a clapper. Somebody comes out and claps like that.
children.
Sign me up. I'm buying tickets for that one. Well, look, that was 6 correct. In round 2, that brings you all the way up to 3,000 points.
All right, let's go with children. You never see
One they left up there.
They're there because of the children, of course.
To see, it's in a talent show.
So
A
we figured
talent
that all
show.
of these things were great to see. We really have in common. They're all contestants.
Contestants, yes, that's what they are on the stage. Let's give it a try. See for contestants? No. Thought you had it. See.
Go with children anyway.
Comedian. Yep, there it is. We have the kickball team now at 500 points, dodgeball team across the street at 3,000 points. It seems really out of kilter, but this game can turn around fast. We're just starting our second round, and Cameron's going to start us off. Lots of opportunities up there on the board for points. Let's get them. We asked America, when I think about the movie Frozen, I think about blank, things associated with the movie Frozen. And our top 7 answers go. Disney. Elsa. Singing.
I. Ola. Song. Sign.
No.
Let it go. Spin.
Song, right?
Sister.
After 2 rounds of play, we have the dodgeball team at 3,000. Kickball 39,000.
They should have said it,
Still
man.
anyone's game here on Sports Night. When we return, one of our teams will be crowned the winner of Sports Night. So don't go anywhere.
They were both. Oh, that was a great movie for sure. Alright, one of my favorites. Never seen the second one. Stone Cold. Go watch that. It's on YouTube.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one.
Tiger one.
Save 50% when you pay per mile with Allstate. Pay less when you drive less. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Spoiler alert.
Can't think of
Incognito's
any
chicken
more
nuggets
like
aren't chicken. Are you? Incognito. Looks, cooks, and tastes like
That
meat,
was
but it's
tough.
made from plants. Incognito.
Depends what you like,
might
of
like it.
course, too.
We asked college
Don't
kids if they would
expect
get up
them to
early for a
like
Burger King
froze.
sandwich.
Alright.
I didn't even know Burger King had breakfast.
This is good.
This is better than what I usually eat. Definitely worth waking up for.
The BK sandwich. Get 2 for $4, or mix and match it with a biscuit sandwich. Your way. Way better.
Who could do the little adventure right now? Well, CTV's got plenty of it with The Amazing Race. All shot pre-pandemic.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Peacock caught up with host Bill Kogan.
We're wanting to get back to travel again. That sounds amazing.
Can't wait to get out.
The world is waiting for us to come and visit.
We're almost there.
For more exclusives on CTV's hot fall season shows,
Stupid
tune in to
celebrities,
Peacock
huh,
weeknights
yeah?
at 7, 10:30 Central, only
I
on
was
CTV.
thinking everyone's waiting for them. You should see them here. You think we were Hollywood. And then you got our neighbors acting like they're big stars or something.
Channel 497 in Atlantic Canada. We have new shows for the whole family. Exciting laugh out loud for big kids after school.
I don't plan on staying here my whole life.
Follow the little one. Only on Tunavision.
And the dumb Irish neighbors that don't come with us.
We got him.
Alright.
Excuse me. We don't know these guys.
What? Scooby-Doo. I dispute. The creepers. The creepers. Alright.
Ozone Live. I lived into Ozone. I grew up hunting here. Live from the field for the first time ever.
Just to remind you how hard it is. It'll be fun. It's probably one of the toughest challenges you can do. And I got it on video.
Plus, Whitetail Madness Marathon.
I put the binos on him and I could tell it was Slim.
Yes!
Woo! They bucked out.
Wild TV, Canada's #1 hunting and fishing channel.
The masterminds are back.
Looking fierce today.
Masterminds, weeknights at 8:30, and all new episodes coming this December, only on Game Show Network.
Ready for this? Get it on. Let's go. Welcome back to America Says, where sports night rolls on up here. After 2 rounds of play, it is a pitched battle. It's getting very, very nasty up here. Dodgeball team with 3,000 points. Kickball team just jumped ahead with 3,900 points. Now, dig this. In round 3, all correct answers are worth 300 points apiece. And if you wipe the board this time, which both of you have done, you're going to get 3,000 bonus points. Honestly, after these 2 performances, anything can happen in this game. We're going to start with the kickball team first because you're a little bit ahead, okay? Christina, you're starting.
I'm ready.
I know you are. Here we go. Christina, we asked America. I confess, I pretend to be blank to impress a date. Something you might put on to impress a date. Our top 7 answers? Go.
Rich. Professor.
Important.
Personal. Intelligent.
Comedic.
Honest.
Smart. Cunning.
Handsome.
Perfect.
Intelligent.
Interesting.
Proud.
It does work sometimes, though. I'm doing it right now, actually. That was a great run, and there were not a lot of those up there, but every single one of those fit that question perfectly. Well done. 3 correct. You're all the way up to 4,800 points. It's a big score.
Gotta go home and take off my
A lot of
face.
opportunities up there, Daniel. The question, I confess, I pretend to be this to impress a date. What do you think it might be?
All right, so I know no one is this, but they try to pretend to be this. So we're going with the letter P, and we are saying pretend to be perfect.
Perfect. You know what? I think the other team already said it. Let's see if it's up there. Perfect. All right, it was a tough board for everybody. Let's see what the P is. Polite. Interested. You said interesting, but it's not interested. That's different. One is you and one is the other person. Here we go. H. Happy. And finally, that C. Cool. There it is. All right. What that does is keep this game very competitive.
And that is our problem.
To 3,000. It's going to be 6
You're
to tie.
pretending, and I'm not.
7, which you've
We
done
don't.
to win.
Whatever
7
it
right.
is.
You go right past the kickball team, off to the bonus round for a chance at $15,000. 6 keeps you in the game. Meredith, how you feeling?
I'm like,
Nervous?
Good.
what a dumbass.
Are you pretending to feel nervous?
Oh no.
No, she's really nervous. All right, let's go. Meredith, we asked America. You'll stand on your feet all day if you're a blank. Someone who stands on their feet all day long. Top 7 answers. There they are. Go.
Waitress, teacher, nurse, baseball player,
Coach.
Teacher.
Cocktail waitress.
basketball,
Basketball
Cowboy.
Jones. She's got a basketball
Team
Jones.
brain,
All right.
Parent.
Ballerina.
Jesus
If
sweet.
Sarah Jones is not enough, that means the kickball team is the champion of sports night.
I only know two
You're heading
cool.
off to the bonus round for a chance at $15,000. Let's see what is up there. B. A bartender. There you go. A TC. Traffic cop. C. Cashier. And D. Barber. That makes sense. When America's Best continues, kickball team will play for $15,000. Don't go anywhere. You guys did great.
There's only one word between this and this. So choose your words wisely.
Elvis,
America Says. Another episode next. Only on Game Show Network.
Jumbo Tiger Paw Jumbo Crunch. Jumbo Fruit Loop Jumbo Flavor. Unleash never before seen. Jumbo Jumbo Fun.
What's going on in election land? Better help. All right. It's on its way. It'll be okay.
Financial health. So we've called in BNN Bloomberg's Amanda Lang to help put it all in perspective. And Amanda, first of all, interpret the markets for us today going into tonight's vote and possible change at the top if the polls play out. I think it's safe to say, and we're seeing it play out in the futures market, which gives you an indication of what happens tomorrow, that certainty is the friend of investors. So we've seen the markets kind of settled into a positive state of mind because it became clear that there might be a clear winner. And in this case, the polls are pointing to a Biden win and even potentially, of course, a Democratic majority in the Senate. The uncertainty factor, though, is still evidence because stock markets don't like a lack of knowledge. And we really, as you know, don't know when we'll know for certain for one thing and what it might mean in terms of how the results shake out. So watch the markets the next few days. It could be a bumpy ride. For people that play this day to day, it's definitely been a volatile period.
Has it ever? And Trump, as recently as today, said that he has created the greatest economy in the history of the world. Before I ask you the question, though, we're just going to show everyone that, again, not a surprise,
Joe Biden has won Vermont. That's 3 electoral college votes. Hillary Clinton won that handily in
Well,
2016.
can't
Bernie
lie,
Sanders
over
can't be there,
Trump,
so
but we gotta
not a
change
surprise.
that term
But,
shite.
okay, so Amanda, back to the question of the hyperbole that has, you know, really been a part of the last 4 years on the issue of the economy. Put it in perspective for us.
This is an important question because for most incumbents, the economy is the single biggest factor. If things are going okay and you're the incumbent, you have a good shot at re-election, as we know. And when Donald Trump says he was the best for the economy, he created more jobs, the data actually does back it up, right? GDP growth was strong throughout his presidency. Unemployment hit record lows. The stock market did hit new highs during his presidency. Now, the counterpoint to that, which you'll hear from Democrats, is all of that began before he became president. And in fact, if you want to get a really fine point on it, some of it can be laid as the groundwork back in 2009 from the bill passed by Barack Obama and Joe Biden as vice president that reinvested in the American economy to get it going again. All that stimulative work that has still been working its way through the economy, plus central bank easy money making borrowing cheap. All of that's benefited Donald Trump, but he can point to good data points. The thing that catches him, of course, as you know, Lisa, is COVID-19. It threw everything off the rails, which is why COVID then becomes the kind of debate point. How did you manage that? And then the uncertainty factor is what would have happened to the economy if you'd managed it differently?
Absolutely. We cannot forget the reality and the pain on both sides of the border, the lives lost and the impact on the economy of the coronavirus. All right, Amanda, we'll check back with you. So many levels to this economic relationship between the two countries, and we have lots of time to discuss it. But regardless of what happens tonight, history has already been made. Early voting broke records, even in a pandemic, or maybe because of the pandemic. 102 million Americans cast their ballot before today. That is almost 3/4 of the total turnout 4 years ago, which, by the way, was nearly a 20-year low by most reporting. The unprecedented surge this time in
Saldebon, thank you.
Saldebon.
All right, moving on. Cameron, we're going to start with you for the second one. We're only looking for our top 2 answers, okay? We asked America. In a courtroom, you'll probably hear the word blank a lot.
Objection overruled.
Yep. Objection. Order. Yep.
All right.
Well done. Christina, we're going to go to you for our third question. We're looking for our top 3 answers. We asked America, when I think of smooth, I think of blank. Top 3 answers? Go.
In.
Soft.
Baby's bottom. Smile.
Even a baby's bottom, you think about all the time, you know what I mean?
Sit.
There's just no shame anywhere with you.
That's what it's for. All right.
Hello.
You were spinning your wheels a little bit. We don't want to do that, so it was the right thing to do. You'll have to go back and pick up those skipped questions, okay?
I'm
Question number
kidding,
4, we're looking for our top
obviously.
4 answers. We're starting with Cameron.
Okay.
We asked America. Blank keeps you young. Our top 4 answers?
A baby.
Kids.
All right.
Love life.
Leisure.
Sleep. Light.
Loving.
Long.
Lounging.
Listening.
Lollipop.
Lifetime.
Longevity.
Loving.
Listening.
Laughing.
All right.
Well done. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. One skipped question. 14 seconds. 2 words. $15,000. Cameron, we're going to start with you. We asked America, when I think of smooth, I think of blank. And our top answers? Go. So, Grease.
Gravy.
10 seconds. Grease.
Gift.
Grass.
Gingham.
Yes.
Gold.
Giraffe.
Oh.
So close.
Greased.
When
And
I think it's
skin too.
I think a blanket's gonna kill us, but what is it? Smooth as glass. That was $1,000. Well done. And that's it for Sports Night. We'll see you next time right here on America Says. Goodbye, America.
Taping for people that must be lonelier than I am.
Filled in the blanks. In this game, the line dancers will be competing against the karate team for a chance to win $15,000.
I'm just kidding. You're at the shop on my doorstep right. Alright. Don't follow me in my house.
Okay, this is how we play America Says. We're going to put up a fill-in-the-blank question. And the first letter of our top 7 answers. Your team will have 30 seconds to guess as many of them as you can. Every correct answer will get 100 points. If you match America on all 7, I will give you 1,000 bonus points. Alrighty, Donna, you're up first. We asked America, when I think of Superman, I think of blank. Things relating to Superman. And our top 7 answers are 30 seconds on the clock. Go, Donna.
Flying.
All right, 8:30.
Sailing.
Clark Kent. Superpowers.
Cape. Kryptonite. Superhero.
Strength. Tango.
Timing.
3 seconds.
Tamale.
Wow. Well done. Dan, you're very fortunate because tamales did not make it up. Well, you got 5 right for 500 points. Okay, karate team. We have 2 blanks up there. Each one is worth 100 points. I'm going to let you keep guessing until you get one wrong. So choose carefully. Things relating to Superman. Which one are you going to go for, MOS or T?
We're going to go for MOS.
Yeah? What do you think?
Man of Steel.
Yes, he should have gotten it.
For 100 points. Is it Man of Steel? There you go. Look, you guys can clear this board off. Start your game off strong for 100 points. T.
T is time.
Time. Let's try it. Okay, for 100 points, is T time?
Tight.
And what was T?
All right.
Well, you did very respectably. You're starting out with 100 points. You haven't even started playing yet. So, yeah. Tell me about yourselves.
I'm Lisa, and these are my very good friends, Gail, Amy, and Roger, and we're Team Karate. We met at the Karate Studio, where our kids were training together, and I loved it so much now I'm a 4th degree black belt.
Not much talking going on, yeah.
I'm an 8th degree black belt.
Hold on. 8th degree.
Feel a parting of the ways coming on. Sadness.
I'm glad
All right. Sorrow, I mean. All right.
I am also black.
See, we're not very smooth or anything either. All right. Just read the latest headlines there. That's all for you.
We're going to start up
Vote.
with you guys, okay?
All right.
You're going to be going first.
Okay.
Check what time.
When I'm at an Italian restaurant, my favorite thing to eat is blank. Things at an Italian restaurant. And our top 7 answers are... There they are, 30 seconds. Lisa, go.
Lasagna. Pasta.
Pizza. Spaghetti. Meatballs. Cheese.
Ah, jeez. See, that's why you don't stray and everything.
7 seconds.
Parting is such joy. Not because they're going to have a baby boy.
You can do baklava. Open up a great side.
Just because.
For 500 points, it brings you to 600 points.
All right.
Okay, line dancers.
Around you, there's no inspiration.
200 points total. You want to pick one off?
I think we're going to go with C.
Let's pick a few.
See if it's caprese.
Caprese.
Capiche?
For 100 points is C. Caprese.
Never. I'm just kidding.
Our woman C.
Calzone.
Of course, there's some cards for you. All right, that's the end of round 1. We have the line dancers with 500 points, the karate team with 600 points.
That's the end. No more. That's it.
Welcome to Pat 21.
Ready to see our players win some big money.
It's the game show where blackjack and trivia collide.
We like it when the cards fall the right way.
Answer a question, get a card.
You are looking for an ace.
Catch 21, and you win.
It combines all of the aspects that are interesting to me. Strategy, chance, money, risk.
I like the money part.
Catch 21, weeknights
Money,
at 6.
money,
Only
money.
on Game Show Network.
If I had money, I would have bagged that honey.
Only pay
All right.
what you need.
One of my favorite supplements is Qunol turmeric. Turmeric helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Unlike regular turmeric supplements, Qunol's superior absorption helps me get the full benefits of turmeric. Qunol is the turmeric brand I trust. Joint pain,
We
swelling,
go race.
tenderness.
Mine, psoriasis. Cosentyx works on all of it.
Cosentyx can
Well,
make you look and feel
get
better
some
by treating the
music,
multiple
though.
symptoms of psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms.
I
If
could
inflammatory
yell
bowel
and
disease
still be in
symptoms develop
control
or
of
worsen, or you've had a
myself.
vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
Watch me.
Get real relief.
Like,
with
just because you're
Cosentyx.
scared
I'm Erin, and I'm Mario.
doesn't mean
We've always done things
you're going
our
to
way,
die
treating our
and
own
that
cats. I
somebody's
wasn't
going
to
to
just back
kill
down from
you.
moderate to severe rheumatoid
And
arthritis.
the irony
Psoriatic
here is
arthritis
that
wasn't going to
if
change
somebody
right now.
actually
When I learned that my
told
joint
you
pain could
that
mean
someone
permanent joint
was going to
damage, I
kill
asked
them
about
and
Enbrel.
somebody is
Enbrel helps
after them,
relieve
you would
joint
probably
pain and
think
helps
they're
stop permanent joint
stupid
damage.
and
Plus, Enbrel helps you
paranoid
get
and
clearer in psoriatic
not
arthritis.
pay
Ask
any
your doctor
attention
about
to
Enbrel
them.
so you can get back to your true self.
'Cause you're a
Enbrel may lower your
moron.
ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal events, including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, nervous system and blood disorders, and
What
allergic
did you just
reactions have
say?
end. Tell your doctor if you've been someplace where fungal infections are common. Or
Press
if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores,
the
have had hepatitis
left
B,
side
have
of
been
your
treated for heart failure,
screen
or if you have persistent fever,
5
bruising, bleeding,
times.
or paleness. Don't start Enbrel if you have an infection like the flu. Visit
Quickly.
Enbrel.com to see how your joint damage could progress. Enbrel. Eligible patients may pay as little as $5 per month. The first ingredient in this Cliff Bar is brown rice syrup, which is another name for sugar. In this kind bar is heart-healthy almonds with a taste of dark chocolate and 75% less sugar than the leading Cliff Bar. Be kind to yourself. One of the worst things about a cold sore is how it can make you feel. But when used at the first sign, Abreva can get you back to being you in just 2.5 days. Be kinder to yourself and tougher on your cold sores.
This ain't about. Trust me, I'd be making more money than your sorry ass.
Line dancers with 500 points and the karate team with 600 points.
All right. Forgot where
Correct
it
answers
was
are
going.
now worth 200 points. And if you
Go
match
make
America
said
on all 7 of those, I'll add 2,000
Why don't
points to your score.
Because I got a brain.
You good?
I'll wait a few
I
minutes.
feel great. Tell me about yourselves.
We are the
Good
line
job,
dancers.
Jack. Pretty good.
I'm Donna. This is Cam, my boyfriend, my great friend Kat, and her husband Otto. And we met teaching dance together.
And now I teach line dance, and I teach these guys line dance so we can all dance together. I always felt line dancing was really made for men anyway, who dance like this. You know? And now they're like, no, 2 steps this way, 2 steps that way. See it, you dummy.
You know it.
Right. All right, you guys do have 500 points, and at the top of round 2, Cam, you're going to kick things off. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, we asked America. I know my dog loves me, but he loves blank more. Top 7 answers. 30 seconds on the clock. Cam, go.
I wonder why. They're genuine and nobody
Sports.
And not to mention,
Bacon.
like, you know, like you go beyond that. It just so happens.
Sleep.
It's true.
10 seconds.
Mowing the lawn.
Everyone's true.
People.
Out of turn. That's 5 seconds. Not bad, though. But you got 3 correct answers. Now your total's 1,100 points.
What a douchebag, retard.
Wish my dog would mow the lawn. Okay.
Mine does.
You left 4 up there. Which one do you like, Lisa?
I like RIC, riding in car.
Riding in car.
Come on,
I'm not married,
For
married.
200 points, it's RIC riding in the car.
There it is. The B, the P, or the MW?
We're going to try the B for ball. What dog doesn't love
Every
playing
dog
the
likes
ball?
ball. That's right. Okay, let's give it a try. 200 points is B for ball.
He fought the lawn, and he won.
Clear that board.
He's
We're going to try
determined.
P
Yeah.
for park.
Park.
The dog loves going to the
Mine
park.
does. All right. Is P
I mean,
park?
Oh.
What was B?
Well, that's what you do with the winners nowadays, right?
MW.
No, jeez. He has been determined. We got him back.
That's my dog in a nutshell, that's for sure. You guys ready to start your round 2?
Yes,
Very good. Gail, you're going to start us out.
I'm ready.
Okay, Gail, we asked America. My favorite thing about Halloween is the blank. Things related to Halloween. And our top 7 answers are 30 seconds on the clock. Gail, go.
Candy.
Yeah,
Costumes.
I don't think she
Kids.
tells her that.
Playing.
But nowadays.
Games.
Pumpkins. Ghouls.
More.
Dogs.
10 seconds.
Dancing. Going trick-or-treating.
Dogs.
So sorry. All right, now dogs that dance and mow lawns. So, I think you did really well, though. 4 correct answers. Your total is now at 1,800 points. Okay, line dancers. Things related to Halloween. We got 3 of them up there. They're each worth 200 points. That could be 600 points for you. Which one do you want to start with?
We're going to start with HM, Michael,
Yeah.
and we're going to say horror movies.
Okay? For 200 points,
Right,
it's
all right.
HM horror movies. Yeah. D or G?
G.
All right.
Ooh.
What do you have?
Ghosts.
200 points is G. Ghosts. Yes.
Same track. You wouldn't have got it.
All right. Demons.
All right. For 200 points is D. Demons. Oh. Let's see what America said. What's the D
Decoration.
for? Decorating. Well, that's the end of round 2. After 2 rounds, the line dancers have 1,500 points. The karate team, 1,800 points. Very close. It's still anybody's game. When we return to America's Act, one of our teams will be crowned the winner and earn the right to play for $15,000. Don't go anywhere.
So they have chosen to go for it.
Grrr, put down that rake and pick up that PB&J.
Silence your growl with Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats. Made to help fill you up.
Hey, Pam! What's that?
New slices and sticks. Half pizza,
Look, what do you see?
An unexpected combination, just $6.
Hey, yours away! Pizza. Want your brain better? Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva has clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 indicators of brain performance: memory, focus, accuracy, learning, and concentration. Try our new gummies for 30 days and see the difference.
That guy's freaky. I'm alright, yeah. But y'all that are a little strange, if you ask me. Alright. Well, no, boys. This is my channel. This is my... Alright. This is my world now. You're a guest in it. When you step outside, you know what I mean? Think of Mass Maniac. Who he is. Twist of fate and look how your life has changed.
At Chewy, we know the best moments with our pets are made even better with food. So you can save on their favorite meals in between meals. Late night snacks, toys that look like meals, and even prescriptions, all delivered right to your door. Save 30% on your first auto ship order at Chewy.
Wanna walk? Come on, Tucker, let's go.
Wanna walk, boys?
You wanna go out?
When the whole family needs an excuse to get out.
Your dog doesn't want to do jack with you, and the only reason your dog is with you is because you feed it and you provide a house for it and everything, just like your kids. You have no control, no power or anything. You're nothing but a...
Shingles can be prevented.
Shingles can be
Prevented. You can get vaccinated.
Where?
Well, at your pharmacy, at your doctor.
Exactly. We don't know what you are. We don't know what you do. We don't know nothing about you.
50 years or older,
All right,
get vaccinated
cool.
for shingles now.
When we started Carvana, they told us that selling cars 100% online wouldn't work. But we went to work, building an experience that lets you shop over 17,000 cars from home, creating a coast-to-coast
It seems the only
recruiting an army of
people that are around you are like your little douchebag friends and your little douchebag you.
fastest growing retailer because our customers love it.
Something happens, you know what I mean? Like school. I mean, don't get me wrong. These are the coolest.
Wow, Gina, perfect score.
At least I'm not asking you for a whole bunch of money. I mean, I'm not some heel.
Only on Game Show Network.
I'll turn heel. Alright. It's okay, I'm just a heel.
Because we have the line dancers with 1,500 points.
Vote in the comments. Should I go heel or become a baby face? And should I go into government and take it seriously, or should I entertain?
It's round 3, and correct answers are now worth 300 points. And if you match America on all 7, I will personally give you 3,000 points to add to your score. All right, Karate team, we're going to start with you because you're in the lead. And Amy, you're going to be kicking us off. Amy, you feeling good? All right. We asked America. When I hear the word pop, I think about blank.
That latest music thingy Brad did, Anam did. Anam, yeah.
30 seconds.
It's
Go,
Anam.
Amy.
Soda,
Alright.
popcorn, bottles,
Money. Friends.
pop star, Britney Spears,
10 seconds.
BS. Old BS.
Billy Idol.
Alright.
Well, you guys did get 3 correct. Your total is now 2,700 points. Very respectable. All right, we have some pickups over here. We have 1,200 points up for grabs.
I'm a cool cat.
They're up there on that board somewhere. And
and
I'm not a
Donna,
cat.
what are you guys thinking?
I'm going to go for GTW.
GTW.
We're going Goes the Weasel.
She's a cool cat. All right.
For 300 points, is it Goes the Weasel?
Which one would you like to try now, B, F, or D?
We're going to go for B, and we're going to go for Balloon.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Another 300 points is B, Balloon. This is how you catch up, you guys. This is how you do it. F or D? Donna?
We'll go for F.
Yes?
Fountain.
Fountain.
No, it is? Fountain, you said? Drink? Like a...
Fountain. Okay.
Fountain pop.
Like a soda fountain, like a fountain drink?
I heard you. I heard you. For 300 points, is it Fountain?
That's what it's called.
Oh, what was the F? Firecrackers. And the D?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay. You are definitely tightening the score here. 2,700 points for the karate team, 2,100 for you guys. You need 3 correct answers to take the lead.
To take the lead.
You're going to kick
All
things
right.
off.
That should be
We
easy.
asked
That's
America.
1, 2, 3.
The secret to a happy marriage is blank. Things that are associated with good marriages. Top 7 answers.
Secrecy.
30 seconds on the clock.
Denial.
Time.
Truth.
Communication.
Big round of applause. They all got one. They're all married. They can't even figure it out. Wow.
Questions to be so hard. We have a tie game. Karate team.
A tie game.
1 to win.
It's
The secret
lame.
to a happy marriage. Which one is it?
We're going to try T for trust.
Okay.
Alright, that's it. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Joy, I mean. Parting is such sweet joy. Sounds much better. Alright.